Let me tell you a haunting tale of two siblings, a story that changed their lives forever on what seemed like an ordinary autumn day. Sarah and Tommy were always the closest of siblings. They did everything together, from sharing their favorite breakfast cereal to defending each other from playground bullies. That fateful Monday morning started like any other, with them waving goodbye to their mother as she headed to work. "Be good and don't wander too far," she called out, just like she always did. The crisp autumn air carried the sweet scent of ripening apples, and the children knew exactly where to go. There was this old apple tree at the edge of their property, a massive thing that had been there longer than their house. They'd climbed it countless times before, its familiar branches almost like an extension of their backyard playground. Tommy was the first to spot them, the most beautiful apples they'd ever seen hanging high up in the branches. They were different from the usual ones, bigger, redder, almost glowing in the morning sun. Their stomachs growled in unison, and Sarah, being the more adventurous one, reached for the closest apple. "Maybe we should wait until Mom gets home," Tommy suggested, but Sarah had already taken a big bite. The juice dribbled down her chin as she smiled, saying how delicious it was. But that smile, it didn't last long. Within moments, Sarah's face went pale. She clutched her stomach, her eyes wide with fear. The apple rolled from her trembling hand, revealing an unnatural dark core. Tommy watched in horror as his sister collapsed against the tree trunk, her breathing becoming shallow and labored. Terror seized him as he realized something was terribly wrong. His heart pounding against his chest, Tommy did the only thing he could think of. He ran. He ran faster than he'd ever run before, his legs burning, tears streaming down his face as he raced back home to call for help. That day taught them both a harsh lesson about the dangers lurking in familiar places. The old apple tree, their longtime friend, had harbored a dark secret. Later, they learned that a strange fungus had infected some of the apples, making them toxic. Sarah recovered after a few days in the hospital, but neither of them ever looked at that tree the same way again. Sometimes the most important lessons come at a heavy price, and what seems familiar and safe might hide unexpected dangers. From that day forward, they always heeded their mother's warnings, understanding that parental guidance isn't just about rules. It's about protection and love.